What is pop art influenced by? If you're curious about the roots and inspirations of pop art, you're about to uncover some fascinating facts. Let's explore what shaped this iconic art movement. Pop art emerged in the 1950s, both in the United Kingdom and the United States, against the backdrop of a post-war socio-political climate. This period saw a significant shift in how artists viewed and interacted with their surroundings. One of the key influences was the Neo-Dada movement, which questioned the very definition of what constitutes art. Artists like Robert Rauschenberg and Jasper Johns had already begun integrating popular imagery into their works, but pop art took this a step further. The independent group in London, which included artists like Richard Hamilton and Edoardo Paolozzi, was instrumental in the early development of pop art. They reflected on the accomplishments and excesses of American popular culture, using imagery from magazines, advertisements, and other mass media. For instance, Edoardo Paolozzi's collage, "I Was a Rich Man's Plaything," from 1947, which included the word pop in its design, is considered a seminal piece of proto-pop art. In the United States, artists like Andy Warhol, Roy Lichtenstein, and James Rosenquist became the face of the pop art movement. They were inspired by the ubiquitous presence of mass-produced commodities and images that dominated the visual environment. Warhol's use of Campbell's soup cans and Marilyn Monroe's face, for example, highlighted the everyday and the commercial as subjects worthy of fine art. Pop art also drew heavily from comic books, as seen in Lichtenstein's work. He didn't just copy comic pages, he cropped and rearranged images to create dramatic new compositions. This technique, along with the bold colors reminiscent of comic strips, helped to redefine what art could look like and where it could draw inspiration from. The movement was further influenced by the consumer culture of the 1960s. Artists felt that traditional art had become disconnected from real life and real people. By incorporating elements like product packaging, advertisements, and Hollywood movies into their art, pop artists aimed to bridge the gap between high art and low culture. In essence, pop art was influenced by a mix of post-war societal changes, the questioning of traditional art forms by the Neo-Dada movement, and the pervasive presence of popular and commercial culture in everyday life. This unique blend of influences helped pop art become one of the most recognizable and impactful art movements of the 20th century.